They say 90% of the fish are in 10% of the water. This is how I find them. So first thing I always do when I get to a lake is I want to find structure. Sudden depth changes, points, ledges, flats, and especially the wind direction. I am looking for wind-blown shorelines. This app has been huge for me because it helps me skip empty water and find fish faster. I used to run a bunch of different apps for things like depth charts, weather, wind, and even tracking my catches, but now I have everything I need right here in one place. Download the OnWater Pro app today.
Hi, I'm Josh, and I want to introduce you to Trout Spotter, a free community science tool located inside the OnWater app, created in partnership with Trout Unlimited, USGS, and WildMe. Trout Spotter makes it simple for you to contribute to science and conservation. Every submission trains the tool and helps you to become a better angler. Trout Spotter identifies individual trout by the unique patterns on their side, much like a zebra or a tiger. Biologists use this information to help better manage watersheds and ecology. Let's walk through how it works. Open the app and click on Journal to opt into the program. Once you've joined, anytime you make a journal entry that includes a photo, it'll automatically be submitted to Trout Spotter. When you catch a trout, take a clear photo of the left side of the fish. The app automatically records the date and time, and if your camera's location settings are on, it'll get the location too. All you have to do is confirm the details, select the species, add any notes that you'd like, and tap Submit. That's it. Your submission is sent straight to the Trout Unlimited science team and records catches, conditions, helping build insight with every entry. The more you log, the more you and the scientific community learn. Your catch locations are private and will not be shared. No spot burning. Your data will only be used for research purposes. While making a Trout Spotter submission, it's important to safely handle fish. Minimize air exposure, keep the fish wet until you're ready, or take a picture while it's still in the water. Make sure you always use wet hands and a soft rubber net. And remember, only target fish when water temperatures are safe. Use a stream thermometer and never fish when the temps are high. Here's a pro tip. Take a video and then grab a screen capture later. It helps with better fish handling and higher quality images. Join our community science project to help establish a groundbreaking fisheries management, science, and conservation strategy, and learn more about your home waters. Following these tips will greatly increase trout health and survival, which is the root of the purpose of the Trout Spotter project. Download OnWater Fish, make submissions in the app, and keep a journal to help protect the future of our cold water fisheries.
The rain is finally here, and you know what that means. It's time to hit the back roads in search of tarpon and bass. So I hopped on OnWater Fish to plan my afternoon. One of my favorite features is the public-private land boundary layers. It helps me make sure I am threading that line of untouched waters.
And it led me here. This is a nice little dirt road with a pipe that's flowing out of one of these private farms. I'm on public land, that's private property, but I am gonna drop a fly right at this pipe and see if anyone's home.
Got a tarpon, jumped another one that broke me off. I'm gonna get this guy back in the water and we're gonna see if Caleb can catch another fish. And it did not take long. Oh, that's a chunker.
Hello, you big fatty.
So if you wanna make sure you stay out of trouble, but in the fish, check out the OnWater Fish app.
Bro, the wind messes up my whole day out on the water. I never know where it's coming from or how it's going to affect my spot. That's because you're guessing. OnWater Fish has a pro feature called Wind Flow, and it shows you animated wind patterns in real time moving across your map. Not an arrow, not a number, but actual wind particles moving across the map in what direction they're going and how that affects your spot. Wait, animated? Like it's actually moving on the screen. Yeah, you can watch it in real time because it pulls from a high resolution rapid refresh weather model. I know, nerd moment, but with this weather model, it allows you to have a visualization of wind speed and the direction of the particles over your lake or any body of water that you're fishing. Okay, but why does that actually matter? Wind pushes bait. Wind also creates current on flat water. It's going to tell you which banks are being blown into, where dirty water starts, and where the fish are going to be positioned. If you're guessing the wind, you're potentially missing a big part of the puzzle. Okay, so you're checking this even before you launch, before and during, before before I go out, I'm looking at how the wind's going to be hitting the spots I'll be fishing, and out on the water when the conditions shift, I'll check it again. Wind changes, fish move. You need that in real time rather than from a forecast you saw the night before. So your regular weather app can't do this, I'm guessing. Not even close. A weather app gives you general wind for a region. Wind flow on onWaterFish Pro shows you exactly how the wind is moving on your specific lake or body of water that you're fishing, and that is a completely different tool. Would you say this matters on smaller lakes too? Matters everywhere. Wind on a smaller lake is still going to push bait to one end. It's also going to create current. It'll tell you what side of the dock the fish are sitting on. The scale of the body of water may change, but the principle doesn't. So what's the move? Download onWaterFish, upgrade to Pro, pull up wind flow before your next trip, and you're gonna start looking at your spots completely different. Link to sign up is in the bio. Hope isn't a strategy. Fish the right water.
If you know me, you know I get barely any sleep the night before a day of fishing because I'm planning the day ahead, where I'm starting, why I'm starting there, what the lake or river's doing that day. Because fishing, it ain't random. It's all about decisions. Because you could have the best boat, the best rod, the best bait, the best electronics, but if you ain't fishing the right water, it does not matter. And that's why when onWater Pro app launched with Navionics now built in, I basically got everything I need in one spot. Lake maps, conditions, angler intelligence, and my fishing journal, they're all tied together. Helps me break a lake down faster, where the structure is, how the depth changes, what the conditions are doing that day. And once you start making better decisions about where to fish, the catching part, it gets a lot easier. And as always, every fish I catch gets logged right into the journal. The photo scan estimates the length and weight automatically, and over time, that turns into real data. I've got patterns from my own fishing. And for me, that's become the full system. Prep before the trip, help while I'm on the water, and insights afterward. If you're serious about figuring fish out instead of just guessing, it's seriously worth checking out.
Do you want to catch fish more consistently? It's time to stop guessing. The secret to being a good angler is learning to recognize patterns. And that's why the OnWater app's journal feature has been such a game changer for me. You guys have heard me talk about this app before, but this journal feature has really been helpful. You can actually just scan or upload a picture of the fish. And the cool part is it logs a bunch of other info, like where you caught the fish. It will pull weather data. It'll pull the wind direction, moon phase. And this is really cool because it has an insights feature that will go in and compile all this for you. It'll tell you if you caught more fish on windy days. It'll tell you if you caught more fish on sunny days or cloudy days, or if a certain temperature was more productive. And it really helps you figure out these patterns faster, key in on these specific details, and be more productive when you're out fishing. So start logging your catches, start looking for patterns, and it's really going to help you become a better angler and put more fish in the boat. Download the onWater Pro app, check out the journal feature, and you can thank me later.
We're here at the 694 boat ramp, and we want to float down to Boom Island in downtown Minneapolis. The Mississippi River is currently flowing at 13,000 CFS. Hoping I can find a few fish.
That's perfect. Speed limit 40. Might be going faster than that. Did I get a buffalo? I got a buffalo. Buffalo!
Wow. 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 There's a really strong headwind, and I'm not going to make it to Boom Island. I'll have to get out at the park ahead.
Parking lot. And Uber. Yeah, Siku? I got a towel for myself.
I went to a lake I've never fished before, and my first thought was, where should I even start? I opened my OnWater fishing app, went to the depth charts, opened the depth charts from Garmin, and started looking around the lake to see if I could find some places that made sense to start out fishing, like this point or a dock. After the first few casts, it absolutely paid off when I hooked into this giant fish on a buzzbait. It was an incredible eat. Download the OnWater app today.
Look how big that is.
Come on, phone. I know I ain't trespassing.
This cannot be happening again. Let's hop on water. Press the private land toggle. Once it turns green, go on your map. It's gonna show red. Red is private land. We don't want to trespass. Green is public land and public water. Now that is me in the blue, so we are golden and we don't have to worry about trespassing.
Unfortunately, guys, I have been caught up in a trespassing issue and the cops were called. So I don't want this to happen to you all. Do yourself a huge favor. Download the onWater app. Know exactly where you stand, whether it's public water or private water. Take care and tight lines.